Okay.
Okay.
And welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys podcast.
The
I go by the
sober-
name of Chaku Johnson.
Michael Stokes, and we are the sober boys for this month.
Yes.
You know it.
Yeah.
How's let's just get into that. How's it been right now? You good?
I'm going on week 4.
Week 4 already. Okay.
And
cool.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
Losing his mind. Needs a bevy every just to fucking sort him out and shit.
You know what I will say though? It's not that bad.
It really isn't.
It's easier to do when everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows now, so like, okay, you're not drinking. But like before, it's just like motherfuckers would bring me shots, and I just was like,
Chaku.
Yeah. But now everybody knows, and they're on board with me, so that's dope. But yeah, I'm gonna ride it out to the end of this month. It's never been like really been a thing for me, and I don't have, like I said that before, I don't have that kind of personality. So yeah, it's not too bad. I need a reset. But I mean, I could probably go like the whole year. Like it's not really a big deal to me. Because like I said, I got tons of liquor here, but it's not like I'm never tempted to drink. But I will say,
You're a social drinker, like most people.
Yeah.
Just,
and then it spirals into fucking heroin. No, I'm just playing.
you fucking break down,
Some crazy shit. Nah, but I mean, people be pushing sometimes. And
I hate the person who gets like mad that they're like insulted at the fact that you don't want to drink with them.
Yeah,
and
you're not gonna drink this.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people like when we went out that one night we're kicking it and you like just started and that random fucking guy was sitting at the bar next to me and he was just like, "Hey, so why is your friend not fucking drinking?" And I was just like, "He doesn't want to." Like, what does it fucking matter? You're not a part of this, right? Shut the fuck up.
This nigga's on leave right now.
So you just go sit at a bar and not have a drink? Like the fuck? It's like, bro, he
gonna drink
doesn't want to. He's here
water
for the social, for the fun. You know what I'm saying? For me though, it's been pretty simple. Like I said, I really don't drink that much anyway. So to honor my part of Sober October, I decided to give up my edibles.
Hey,
I have not re-upped on my eddies since October started, honestly. As soon as I ran out, I think like it timed out perfectly that at the beginning of the month I had like a half a piece left. And like I ate that and I haven't done it since. But it also like it kind of inspired me to get back into like, the health kick and all that shit and like stay consistent in the gym, quit eating fast food and shit, not ordering food. So I've just been on like this drive of like making my own food all the fucking time, no matter what. And it's like, it's crazy because like after like the first 2 days, like I just had all this energy to do it. So it's like I don't mind it no more. But that used to be the main thing. Like I'd pop my edible and shit and just be like super lazy.
Yeah, you don't want to do shit.
And just be like, oh, we're just going to order Hooters wings and shit.
Yeah, that was me today. I did absolutely nothing. And I feel terrible. But that's my thing too. Like since I stopped drinking, like I've been more conscious of like doing better with my workouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I've lost a lot of weight. I was at like 215 and I'm at 198 right now.
I got my boy in that high mass metabolism. Yo, Usher got a weird ass head, man.
Yeah, he do.
That's one thing I always forget about now. Because I feel like he grew into his head. But he had like a weird fucking head back in the day.
Alien head.
But yeah, you're covering it up because you're wearing like a lot of baggy shit, of course, because it is hoodie season. Yes, fucking love it. But yeah, definitely. I know I probably lost some pounds. I don't step on the scale. I gave up the scale years ago. My thing is just like, do I feel good? Are clothes fitting looser than they used to? All right, check. I'm good. Life is good. And so that's essentially where I'm at.
I stepped just to see like where I was at, and I looked and I was like, God damn it. I didn't even realize I lost that much.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess whenever you stop drinking, like you lose it quicker.
Yeah, because it's all, you're like bloated and shit from it.
Yeah. So when I checked, I was like 190, like 198. What the fuck? It was like 198, 197. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like, is this shit broken? Because I was at like almost 220.
My God, he's beefing up.
I was a husky boy.
Big boy. He's getting ready for like fucking NFL combine.
Yeah.
You're gonna try out for wrestling or some shit like that.
But what I do notice though is like I was playing basketball the other day, and normally like it's a task for me to touch the rim. And I was just up, nigga. I was like, swap, swap. I was hitting
Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ looks surprised now.
I was fucking hitting them shits, reverse layups and all that. I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
He's really fucking balling.
Yeah, I was out here hooping on these teens.
Incredible. Well, let's not get too far into our banter before we introduce the bevy of the episode.
Let's get into this bev.
We are doing Sober October. So I did go out and I got some of the Spiritless brand. These are called non-alcoholic pour-over cocktails. So all you got to do is just pour them over some ice and good to go. I got the non-alcoholic whiskey sour, and then that is the what's it called?
I'm going old fashioned, baby.
Yeah, he's got the old fashioned over there. So I guess we'll try one of each and see how we like it.
I really dig products that have dope packaging.
Yeah,
this is very cool to me.
it's pretty simple.
On the side, it says cocktails on your terms. Not looking to go fully alcohol free, mixed spirits.
Oh, it's like, hey.
So it says 1 can of this joint, 1 ounce of foolproof bourbon, and half, the alcohol, less calories.
So get it in.
You gonna do the sour?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whiskey sour.
Even the can packaging is dope. That's nice.
Oh, it had like some cinnamon in it. I like smelt it.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy? Okay. 8 goddamn whiskey sours. Thinking about
shit.
that. Got a nice little pop.
Is an old fashioned supposed to?
I mean, it's probably got some soda in it, some Coke,
Oh, that shit smell nice.
Coca-Cola.
Let me try a little taste before I ice it down. Okay, that's dope. It just tastes like kind of tastes like Coke.
Here's the thing. It's ginger. That has to be ginger because it's like getting in my nose and shit. Here's the thing. I like it. I'm probably gonna like that one better. This one's very tangy or whatnot. But here's the thing about it. I feel like this drinks more like a real alcoholic beverage. So the thing about the last time was like it just tasted like Sprite.
Yeah, it just tastes
and then
like
we
Sprite.
mixed it with like Sprite ginger ale.
Yeah. So
like I could not fight the urge to just take it to the head. With this, I can sip on this like it is a real alcoholic beverage because it has like some type of potency to it to where I don't want to like chug it.
It feels like it has like a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool about that shit. So I could be in a room mingling with this, no problems at all. This ain't bad.
Put a little cherry orange in
Oh
there.
yeah, a little cherry.
A little garnish. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. So down here in Texas, it's gotten a little bit cooler.
Oh yes.
Hence why I'm hoodied out right now.
Long sleeves.
And
baby.
you see me with the sweatpants on.
Oh yeah.
These are Gap sweatpants, the Yeezy ones.
Oh.
But where we're at with Ye, I feel like I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's try not to mention them.
Let's not talk about Ye.
I'm on sabbatical from sneakers, but I'm on sabbatical from wearing his sneakers for a while.
But these are so fucking comfortable.
Right. Just say they're Gap. You don't have to say what precisely thing they are.
It's the Yeezy Gap collab.
Just say they're Gap.
Nah, because if somebody pull up to the Gap and they be like, I'm looking for those sweatpants, and then they get them, and then because I even went and grabbed I'm like, okay, well, because these were a little bit more expensive, and I went and I grabbed like the other sweats, and I was like, oh, these feel nothing feel it. I'm no homo, feel that, feel the density.
Ugh.
Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Feel the density of that.
It's not really that dense. It's actually it's got like some
but
thickness in the material, my brother.
Exactly, but you could feel the comfortability of these sweatpants.
It feels very how do I say this? Strong. It is a very sturdy material. Ugh, I forgot about this. Movie with the sound off. We're watching The Faculty right now. This is the gross scene where the rotting woman walks into the shower and he accidentally pulls like a chunk of her fucking head off. Yeah. Ugh, that shit was fucking nasty.
These old joints is graphic as fuck.
Oh, hell yeah. The practicality. That's why that would have been CGI nowadays, man. But yeah, no, that is definitely a very good, sturdy built jogger pant. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm just rocking like basic Gap, fucking cotton joggers. There's nothing sturdy about these.
Hey, these motherfuckers, man, they
You know
got
what I'm
zippers on the pockets so nobody can pickpocket me.
But they do the trick, and that's all I'm worried. That's all I really want. How are you doing with the cool weather? I am, you know me, I fucking love this shit.
I love it, but I had a DJ last night and it got a little chilly.
A little nipply.
and my fucking hands, bro. Like my hands were done. I didn't have a heater, so I had to just like keep sticking the joints in my pockets.
I need to get you some hand warmers.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You just put in your
put 'em
little,
in my little,
your little hoodie pouch.
my little DJ hoodie.
And just warm up and shit. But nah, I love this shit. One, I mean specifically because it means you can turn off your AC and CPS can suck my dick for at least a solid 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So that's just money in the bank right there. You know what I'm saying? Because CPS, they ski mask up and they just be hitting niggas up for at least a solid 8 months down here. Just making money hand over fist. Fuck them guys. Also, with that being said, it is getting cooler out. And because it's getting cooler out, we want to keep you guys warm. We want to keep you guys secure. We want to make sure that you guys are good and ready for the cooler weather. And so that's why, for this moment and this moment only for the cool season, we are offering a special deal on our old shirts. Yes. The long sleeve Bear of the Bevy shirt that I'm currently rocking is now, we're slashing those prices, Shaku. Slashing those prices. Now down to $10. Yes, that's right. You heard me.
T-shirts.
Long sleeve t-shirts, $10. If you want a short sleeve, we got those too. We got a couple of them just sitting around.
If you're a little bit more hot blooded,
yeah, rock it in the gym, get your sweat on. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the kids from daycare if you must. Let the teachers know that you're a fucking Saucy Boy fan.
Yep.
We got those too. $5. All shirts come with a special assortment of stickers and decals that you can put on your fucking lunchbox, you can put on your thermos, you can stick it on your kid's head. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We got you covered. But only for right now. You gotta call us.
This season only.
This season only.
Short sleeve t-shirts are just $5.
Long sleeves, $10. Sunday. I was just playing, but you know how to get in touch with us. Just hit the inbox of the at the Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram.
How many we got total? Total, I think we got like 15.
It's a very limited run, so they're going for very cheap.
Because we got some new shit coming,
and that's the point. We got to get rid of our old stock so that we can start planning all the new stuff, which we're probably going to aim for spring, summer to get out to you guys.
It'll be here.
Yeah, it'll be here. So I'm looking at 13, 14, 15.
But yeah,
16,
so if you
17,
got a little
18.
$5 a little $10 on you, just toss it to us. And we'll
got about like 20 shirts on us.
Yeah,
22 shirts precisely, probably. So yeah, you want to get one, you want to just have one on you, holla at us, hit the inbox, hit Chaka with one of his gigs, let us know. Send the moolah, of course, and we'll we got the shirt for you, G.
We got the tees, baby. But moving forward, I see you have spooky season.
Oh yeah.
We're very deep in the spooky season. Hence why we're watching The Faculty. We're trying to get in the spooky spirit. I really haven't had a chance to. Cause man's has been mad busy, but y'all know that already. So how's your spooky season been going?
It's okay, I like it.
Have you partaken in any of the spooky festivities? Any haunted houses?
No, not really. I'm going to a Halloween party I think next weekend.
I haven't. Okay, this is the thing about DJs. DJs don't get invited to shit.
Y'all always working, nigga.
DJs don't get invited to shit. Like, people have house parties, like Halloween parties. They'll call me the DJ and shit. Like, they're having a Halloween party. Come DJ. I'm like, nigga, how
I can't enjoy myself? Yeah, no, we need you there to work.
Like, what if I wanted to just enjoy the party and dress up? And what are you gonna be? Fuck, I guess a DJ for Halloween, because that's all everybody wants me to be anyways. But yeah, DJs don't get invited to shit. Like, no Christmas parties, no fucking Halloween parties.
It's fucked up, man.
I feel away.
It's fucked up how they just be like leaving y'all out like that.
But it's funny because if somebody invited me, I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Nah, I might. It depends on who it is. I don't like hanging out with everybody though, because everybody be on some weird. Recently, everybody's been on some weird shit.
It's spooky season. People got to be weird.
What do you say? Mercury's in like reverse cowgirl or something? I don't remember. But yeah, nah, it's just
reverse cowgirl.
That's what they say, right?
Fucking
retrograde.
Oh,
I don't know.
My God.
I don't know. Let's see. I gotta stay off the internet. See, look, they about to get Salma Hayek. I knew it.
I forgot about this scene, bro.
Damn, this is young Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
She's still bad.
Of course.
She like 80 something, right?
No, I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. She old as shit, but she bad.
About to give it a worm.
Salma Hayek and old girl um, Sophia, whatever. Those are like my two.
Vergara.
Oh, bro, they done did her dirty.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah. Now spooky season been cool. I just want to like get into the spooky activities. I want to do some spooky things, you know?
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted by this movie. If y'all haven't seen The Faculty before, you gotta check it out. It is a 90s classic, essentially.
I forgot how intense this shit is.
And like, yeah, there's some like grotesque, intense shit like going on right now. I was gonna save this topic for later on, but I might as well get into it. This is one of the movies that that kind of scared me about high school when I was a kid, because like when we were like kids in the 90s. And they're making all these movies that are high school dramas. Oh shit, there she is. She's back. I forgot.
She looks good there.
Yeah, she looks incredible. Of course, she's not. She hadn't been stabbed in the chest anymore. Like all the blood.
Well, no, I'm talking about like her now.
Yeah, but she don't look like that no more, bro. Yeah, the hair is like, yeah, it's not as long. You know what I'm saying? She's in her 60s now, bro. She's like 40 something right
She used
here.
to be a baddie.
Yeah,
whoever that chick is.
Whoever she is. But yeah, back on point. High school like shows and movies used to scare me as a kid because I didn't realize they were presenting this false reality of what high school looked like, of course. And all the actors in it, I never realized as a young kid weren't actually of high school age. So it always made you think like, wow, why does everybody look so much older? You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you're like 14 starting as a freshman, you're like, man,
everybody's all small and shit.
I don't look like them dudes on Varsity Blues, man. Something's wrong. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just kind of realize, like, oh, yeah, that's because them motherfuckers were, 30 years old playing high schoolers at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the crazy thing. But I don't know if you ever picked up on that back in the day. It's just something I always noticed.
I remember being in, I forgot what class. I think it was like health class. And in health class, they were showing this video because there was like this thing where like teenage boys were, I think it was a thing where they're saying like teenage boys were more obsessed with body image than teenage females were. And they had like this whole fucking thing on it. And I think they said the reasoning behind it was because of like Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
And like how they portrayed teens in movies, and it was like these grown people playing these younger kids, and these motherfuckers got like fucking full build.
Yeah, fully built. I'm like, where the fuck is my definition?
Like, motherfucker, when I was 13, 14, I was scrawny. Like,
yeah,
I was just a goofy looking kid.
You think like the form and shit just comes with age. It's like, nah, they're in their early 20s, and they probably, have been lifting weights since they were like 16.
Yeah.
That's why they look like that. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's like, where the fuck is my 5 o'clock shadow at? All those things. That's what I was self-conscious about, because like I had homeboys who had like 5 o'clock shadows in like 5th grade. And so by the time we got into like high school, we're freshmen, like they got what I have on my face right now.
Yeah.
And
I had like a line. It wasn't even like, I looked at my high school pictures the other day, like when we took high school portraits, and I had this little fucking caterpillar across my, little dirt on my lip.
I remember back, because like our thing, especially if you played sports, you had to be clean shaven. So like all my friends who could like grow facial hair back then, constantly they'd walk in the locker room and coach would hand them a bottle of like Barbasol and a razor, and they'd have to go in the mirror and shave it. But did that happen to me? No. So you can imagine how happy I was the one time where I walked in that bitch, and I don't know how I had just enough chin hair that my fucking coach snagged it with his fingers, and he's like, uh-oh. And he handed me the barber shawl. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I've been so excited to shave.
I was so hyped. Everyone was like, Mike, what the fuck, bro? I was like, yo, I don't get this, homie. We got this now, fam. Like, I'm in here.
And then when you put the barber saw on, you just put it on your tip of your finger.
Yeah, it was just a little tip, that was enough. Then you have to do the whole face.
One swipe.
You have to do the whole fucking face, man.
It's like, all right, crazy. Martin, you're good to go.
You're good to, yeah. It's like, go to the locker room now.
Like, I only got one swipe. Let me do the rest of my face. Nope, we just needed that part.
That's really all it was. It was like one stroke. Good. Good to go. It's done.
You know what's crazy is I've never shaved my face. I've never used a razor on my face.
Really?
Ever. I just trim it down and do, because I'm very afraid of ingrown hairs.
Yeah, so that's what my dad told me. He like spooked me out about that, and he was like, at some point when I started shaving, he was like, you need to stop using razors because you're gonna get that
Razor burn,
that fucking whatever
shit.
that
Like those bumps.
that skin disease thing is from it. He's like, that's what causes that. Always use clippers and shit. So probably since my early 20s, I've always had like a pair of like clippers just to trim my shit and go from there.
I just get the shit and I trim it down to as low as it can go and then just let the shit grow back. I never used a razor on my face.
Yeah. Early days, of course. Like when I wanted to feel cool, I was just like put it all over and shit, even though there's nothing there, and just shave it off real quick.
I'm so scared of ingrown hairs. I
They're
just
bitch.
like I don't. I've gotten a couple like here or there, and they fucking hurt. Like that shit is like when you get a cluster of like two that just like pop up and then you put that bitch out and that shit's like this long. Like how the fuck? Shit is weird, especially if you have curly hair.
Oh yeah.
And then that like I cannot get my fucking mustache hair and my beard hair to like lay in one direction. It's just like all over the place, and it's so frustrating because I feel like a lot of people think I'm picking my nose or some shit, but like right here at the top, those motherfuckers will flip, and they'll just tickle the inside of my nose, and I'm like, bro, this is like the most annoying shit.
I've had that too. Same thing. Like it kept getting my nose for the longest time, and I thought it was like a booger that just wouldn't come.
Yeah,
and I'd be like doing this,
doing that shit. Like if you see me doing this, it's because the fucking mustache hair is up there tickling the other hairs.
It's like
that shit is frustrating.
Like, what the fuck, man? And then you just got to go in there and clip that shit, just to get it right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
trim that shit down.
Yeah, so shout out to 90s high school movies for making us insecure men now.
Yeah.
As we are. Look at that old ass Macintosh.
The only one that looked like he should have been in high school was Elijah Wood.
Yeah, he looks like it.
He
probably was of age at the time, but the rest of them just like, you a man. What are you doing here?
That's what I look like in high school. Ooh. That would be fucking creepy. You pull up out your window and there's three niggas standing on your front lawn.
Just in your lawn and
three
shit.
shadowy figures.
Yo, they come. Bruh. Here they come, yo. Here they go. And Shooter. Oh, I forgot Shooter McGavin's dad. That's crazy. So shit, this is kind of like nightmarish fuel. So we can go ahead and segue into the next topic. So I need your help. I have a recurring nightmare that comes probably every 8 months or so. I know what it's fueled off of. It's fueled off of being late. It's fueled off of like not getting projects and assignments. Like a lot of people will tell you that they have that recurring assignment, recurring nightmare of like, not meeting a deadline for school or like college or something like that. I have one that's like that, but it has like my English teacher from high school in there. And it's this recurring nightmare that I've gone all the way to the end of the semester and I realized I have not set foot in this lady's class the whole semester. And yet I never dropped it. And so my whole fucking livelihood lies on like the final exam. And so like I'm studying while walking to the class, like fuck, like everything else is passed. I'm good to go. I'm about to graduate, but I can't graduate unless I fucking pass this one fucking test in her class. And like it always happened. Like it's like every 8 months to like a year or something like that. I have the same, always comes back. Like I'm like fucking walking and I'm just like looking at my shit. And then I have an argument with the teacher, just like, and she's like, why didn't you drop? And I'm like, I couldn't, or something like that. And she's like, well, you still got to take the exam, Mr. Martin. You have to be here for this. And I'm just like, damn. And like right before I start the exam, I wake up. It's the craziest fucking dream. I don't know why, but I mean, I do know what causes it, but it's just like, I don't know. Do you ever have anything like that? Or are you like someone who just doesn't even dream or whatnot?
No, I don't dream.
Yeah, fucking guy.
Because I'm living my dreams, baby. No, I'm playing. I have fucked up dreams. My dreams are horrible. You ever had that dream where your teeth are falling out?
Mm-mm.
And they just keep falling out and they're like crumbling?
No, I haven't had that.
That's fucking horrible.
That's pretty creepy.
One, but it's not always the same situation. It's not like a recurring. It's recurring in the fact that like my teeth are crumbling out, but it's like for different reasons. Like I'll be like I'll be at the mall and I'll be like, oh, I had it last night. I had a dream at my or today.
You're like Charlie Day on that one episode of It's Always Sunny, where like he pulls out a tooth and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
It
Well, that's
just
how I
keeps
did in
happening the
Dream.
whole
I was
episode.
like, what the fuck? You know, it's weird. I'll have to tell you like in depth off pod. But I was with some people and we were at like this event and we finished watching the screen. It was for Black Panther 2. And my friend was in the movie. And so like I'm giving him props or whatever. And the reveal for the movie was that there was multiple Black Panthers.
Yeah.
It was like a squad of Black Panthers.
Hey,
and they did like a trailer reveal and it was like each person was in it and then my homie was in the Black Panther. I was like, how the fuck did you get that? That shit is dope. And then at the
tooth just fell out.
at the end of the show, like we're all leaving, they're all drunk or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I go to the restroom, I feel something like in my mouth, and so I'm like clicking it with my tongue, and it just pops out, and like my mouth fills with blood, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look, and it's like my tooth falls in my hand, and then it just starts crumbling. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Crumbles into like tinier teeth.
So, and that's like one that like I have like where it's just like one tooth like falls out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have some where it's like I'm like I close my mouth and I can feel all of my teeth like just crumble.
What?
And it feels like say you chew like a bunch of crackers at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just like in your like and you're like spitting it out because you can't breathe. Like I can't breathe, and so I'm like fishing out like the crumbs of fucking teeth, and it's just like all in my hand. I keep like pulling it out. I've had it with that, and then I've had it with like you know like when people chew on straws.
Yeah, I know how they do it. I just don't.
So
I don't
like,
get why people do it. That shit is I can't fuck with chewing on straws.
Like I like in my dream I'll be chewing on a straw, but like I'll go to take it out my mouth and it just like it keeps getting longer and longer.
Like a magic trick or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like that, or like if I'm chewing on bubble gum and I'm like start to choke on it, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll try to fish it out and it just keeps coming out. It's so fucking weird, but those are like the reoccurring like they happen in different situations. It's not the same dream every time, but like it happens like often. So I don't know. It's really fucking weird.
Yeah. No, the only recurring one that I have is the one about the exam and like not being prepared for it, and just like I still feel the panic of like I can't believe I have to take this. This makes no sense. I haven't set foot in this class. Like how the fuck? Like I'm always just like, how the fuck did I forget about this class? Like I went like 4 fucking months, and I'm just like, how did I forget that I had this class? And why had I never go to it and shit? And it's like, it always ends the same way. Like I walk in and I'm like sitting there like looking at like my fucking study guide as hard as I can. And then as soon as the tests are getting passed out, I wake up. I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's shit like that, or it's those dreams that I hate where it's like I've had so many, like, perfect example. I don't know. Did I tell you the Kanye West one?
No, you can save that one for this instead. We don't need to hear about that right now.
All right, well, what if I just say like random artists?
Yeah, just call them random artists. I'm just not trying to give them any shine anymore, you know?
All right, so I'm in the studio with Pharrell Williams.
Okay.
And Pharrell's like, yo, I heard about you.
Oh, you have told me this one.
Yeah. And he's like, let me hear some of your shit. Like, I've been hearing about you. Like we exchanged numbers, and then
Can't
like
find your shit or something like that.
No, like I load I open my laptop's not loading, and then he's like, well, just use this computer over here. So I go to use that computer and I load my USB like with all my shit on it, and none of my music's pulling off of the fucking hard drive. And then he's like, well, can you email it to me? I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah. He's like, dude, he's like, I really want to hear this. And I'm like, fuck, like, and I'm getting like anxious. And so I try to do the email shit. The email shit doesn't work. And he's like, well, can you pull it up on SoundCloud? I'm like, okay, it's internet. It's on somebody else's computer. Like, it's on SoundCloud. It has to work, right? Get to SoundCloud, and the bitch just buffers the whole fucking time. And I'm like, how the fuck am I going to show Pharrell Williams my music? This nigga's been asking for it. He's heard about me, and I'm about to cry right now. This shit is horrible. Yeah, and then right when I'm like, it's getting ready to load, and like the first note plays, and I'm like, I wake up, and I'm like, fuck, God damn it. Yeah,
it's just that like the stalling of something. That's what they all like. That's how the nightmare is. It's not even like I'm getting chased by something. It's like the build up to something.
It's like prolonging the suspense.
And you're feeling the suspense while you're asleep, and you're just like, what the fuck?
And then right when it's about to get to that climax, it's like this shit's about to happen. It's like, hey, surprise, nigga, life.
I need to just, like fight myself in the dream to just be like, I'm gonna take this test and pass it. You know what I'm saying? But I never see it all the way through.
You ever see those things where people talk about how they can control their dreams? I forgot what they said, how they do it. But
I can.
They say
typically
some parts I can, but like to like ride out your dream and like finish the mission. Like some people say they can do that shit, and I'm like, next time I go on a treasure hunt, I'm gonna have to try that shit out. Cause I hate those dreams too. It's like where you find like a bunch of money or some shit and you hide it somewhere and then you wake up and you're like, should I look to see if it's there?
I had one of those like a couple months ago. Like it was like a dream where like I had gotten money, hit it, and like I started feeling good in real life because I think like rent was coming up and I was like, oh yeah, I got it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay rent and I'm gonna still have like all this bread left over. Life is gonna be good, man. And I woke up and I was like happy and shit, and I was like, oh fuck,
it was a dream.
That was a dream.
Yeah. That shit is.
I just gotta pay rent and chill. Like fuck.
That shit is the worst. And you know what other dreams I hate are the fucking sleep paralysis ones though.
Yeah.
And those ones used to really fucking scare me at first, but now I'm at a point where when it happens, I get annoyed. And like whatever apparition appears in my fucking dream, I'm just like cussing it out. I'm like, nigga, come on.
Like, kill me then, nigga.
Like come on, hop on.
I done seen everything but God, more.
Like, what's up? And no lie, I be trying to scrap with them.
I can fight back in a dream. Like if it's to the point where like a conflict is happening, I've learned to like fight back. And then I've also learned to wake myself up when I'm in sleep paralysis or whatnot, or I feel my body like slipping into it or an uncomfortable position or something like that. That just took time to like learn how to do or whatnot. But it's still like, with that being said, it's still hard to fucking do. And I can't really explain it either. Bro, I just try and like shake my head a lot.
I had this one and I remember I like leaned to the side because I have a big ass bed, but I'm always on the edge. I don't know why. And I'm like leaned on the side and I'm sleeping like this and my hands on my cheek. And I freeze. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, I know it's coming. And I could start hearing sounds behind me. And I'm like, this motherfucker's going to get me on my back turn. You bitch ass nigga. So I'm sitting there and I have my hands on my cheek and I can't move. And I open my eyes a little bit. And on the edge of my bed, you know how I have lights on them? I see a head pop up right in front of my face. And I'm like, man, if you don't get your ass back under the bed, like I'm talking shit. And I'm trying to like move my hands, but I can't move my hands. And it's just like this dark figure. I was like, oh, if I could, I would punch you in the fucking face right now.
I'll fuck you up.
I was like, I was like, you lucky I got my hands under my cheek right now.
So
and so I'm like trying to move my hands, but when they slide out, they just slip back in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking bitch. And then finally, like, I do this shit when I'm like wiggling my face.
Yeah.
And then I wake up. I'm like, ugh.
Like, what?
Wake up. I look under my bed all quick, like, you motherfucker. Yeah.
He dipped out. He's like, man,
dipped. He's like, yo, this nigga's crazy.
Fuck this nigga, man.
He's like, he only gets 4 hours of sleep. I ain't fucking with him no more. Yeah.
I'm going after someone else.
Yeah. Fuck you, sleep demon.
Sleep demon.
But, man, I would punch the shit out of sleep demon. If you gave me the chance and stop letting my arms slide back into place, I'll fuck him up. So just know that, sleep demon. I'll beat your ass.
I need to get some more ice. Stall for me for a second.
So since we're stalling, I have a few things coming up. I have a few gigs coming up for Halloween, couple of private events, and then on Monday I will be playing at Social Spot, and I think we're gonna do a little Halloween thing. But Friday night, I'm going to be at Espuelas, and we're pushing for a Halloween costume contest. So if you're hearing this and you're in San Antonio and you want to pull up to the contest, please do. Please pull up to the contest because we would love to see y'all's amazing outfits. And I still have no idea what costume I'm going to wear, but, you know, we'll figure that out closer to. I always figure out my costumes like last minute. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's what's coming up.
And we're black.
But moving forward, we're gonna dig into this this movie and TV reviews. What we got?
All right, so 'tis the season. It is
because there's a lot of new shit out.
A lot. We're getting overloaded right now. You were watching The Watcher as I came over.
It's hard to watch, man. It's interesting, but it's just I hate the pacing of TV shows because it takes so long to get to the fucking point. I'm so used to just having my shit in like one sitting. I'm like, okay, beginning, middle, end, and it's within 2 hours.
I think it's because they know that they're gonna get a season 2. I think every new TV show knows they're gonna get a season 2, so it's like, let's start planting breadcrumbs that we're not gonna fucking touch on for another 2 seasons.
Yeah,
essentially. So they're just like,
I mean, it's cool because it's very like creative writing and all that shit is dope. But for me, man, it's just like some of them shits is like they're slow burns, and it takes fucking forever to like for it to get to something exciting.
Old fashioned, much better than a whiskey sour, in my opinion. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I don't really like whiskey sours, anyways. So, but I'll still try it. But yeah, so like The Watcher, like it's good so far. I think I'm on like the 3rd episode, but it's just like it takes forever for something big to happen, and I'm just like,
as it should. Speaking of that, I saw a piece of shit movie this weekend called Halloween Kills. I mean, no, I'm sorry. That one sucked also, but this was Halloween Ends. Chagu.
you can go ahead and spoil the shit out of this for me because I really wasn't looking forward to watching it anyways.
Okay. All right.
I just already knew it was going to be a flaming piece of shit.
Okay.
I actually wanted to go see The Terrifier tonight.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to see that too. I heard that's scary as fuck. Got a clown in it and shit.
The last showing is tonight.
Ooh.
In theaters. But
so Halloween Ends is on Peacock. If you've got Peacock, please do not waste your money and go to a theater and see this piece of shit movie. It is garbage. So this movie, oh my god, this fucking movie, man. This movie is all right. So here's the thing: Halloween Kills was bad, but at least it had Michael Myers doing what he does best, catching bodies. This movie is like an hour and 45 minutes. Michael Myers doesn't catch a body until an hour into it. What? It's fucking boring.
This nigga just walking around.
It's boring as shit. No, he's not even doing that. This nigga is washed. He's washed up, dog, and he's living in a fucking sewer.
He's like, nigga, I've been doing this for years.
Like, yeah, he's fucking washed, bro.
I need a break.
He's chilling. He's like, nah, he don't want shit to do. He's bored. He's chilling in a fucking sewer. And then this kid that they introduced at the beginning of the movie, he fucking is like trying to become the new Michael Myers, essentially. So a lot of like the previews and shit where he's like showing him like killing all these people, that's not even Michael Myers. This is fucking kid, this fucking poser pretending to be Michael Myers. Like, yeah, fake straight ass, up. Like a fake ass motherfucker. He's like trying to be him. And like the part where I just laughed my ass off of how fucking weird this movie was. That kid like gets bullied by like, well, he's not a kid, he's a fucking man, but he gets bullied by a bunch of high schoolers and like thrown off a bridge. Like real shit. They beat his ass and throw him off a bridge. Damn. And he like stumbles into the sewer room where Michael Myers is. And like Michael Myers like grabs him by the neck. And like he learns about this kid by looking in the fucking eyes.
I see your pain.
He sees his history by staring him in the eyes, dog. Like
did they do flashback?
Yes, it shows it, and it shows it like in Michael Myers' eyes, and so he releases him. I fucking died laughing, bro. This movie is so bad, bro. It's not. I'm not playing. It's so fucking bad. It makes the second one look good. Like the second one they put out, it makes that movie look so fucking good in like retrospect.
They turn that shit into that. So Michael Myers instead of That's So Raven.
Oh,
he just nigga had a vision.
Like at one point, I was just like, this. I was like, this movie sucks, doesn't it?
Oh shit! They chopped that nigga's fingers off.
Yeah, he cussing niggas' fans off real quick.
They crawling.
Niggas just start crawling. Shit, they slugs themselves. He's like, I'm gonna give you some of this, dog. Ooh. He gets the eye. That's why at the end he's wearing like an eye patch and shit. We're at the part where Jon Stewart's getting fucked up by everybody in the classroom, and they like slice his hands off with the pencil sharpener, with the paper cutter and shit.
That's wild. Yeah, dog. I just heard so much bad shit about that movie. But you figure like going into like this movie and knowing how the last movie went, because it's the same director, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, nigga, just stop.
My thing is like, how could something that started so promising end so bad? Like the 2018 Halloween was a good movie, and it was like it kind of just came out of nowhere. Like no one was expecting nothing. It was just like okay, and then it just turned out to be like, hey, that was You walked out and you're like, that was pretty cool. I like what they did. And then it comes back for the second one, and that's where the anticipation is.
That was the kills, right?
Yeah, and it's like, it's a super fucking letdown. It's boring. I mean, it's boring, but Michael Myers is still catching bodies and shit.
Yeah.
And then you get this one, and it's like, you know how y'all like Michael Myers? Well, guess what? You ain't gonna see him till the last 20 minutes of the movie.
You ain't seeing none of that shit.
Yeah.
We giving you mini Michael.
We giving you this bum ass fucking weirdo kid who nobody cares for, and we're gonna make you care for him. And then he gets killed too.
Damn.
And so it doesn't even matter because it's not even setting up for him to like pass the mantle. He just gets murked off also.
Does it set up anybody to get past?
No.
Good. Then let that shit rest.
It needs to die. It does. It's over. So yeah,
I feel like that's just lazy fucking writing though.
It's very lazy. It was very lazy.
Like, oh, he touches the kid and he's gonna have a flashback. Like, nobody gives a fuck what Michael's flashing back to. He's a murderer. He's killing people.
No. Michael Myers saw the kid's life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's so fucking.
But nobody cares what Michael Myers is seeing. All they care about with Michael Myers is like, he's gonna do some super creepy shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna just pop up randomly and he's gonna walk slow and kill you. And that's that. And we don't want to see Michael's perspective, except for when it's just point of view and he's murking somebody.
He's just catching bodies. You know,
we don't want to see him have flashbacks
when he's the GOAT, where he's like averaging a triple double in murders. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Michael Myers we know. But yeah, it after we saw it, it asked my girlfriend, and her friend were like asking, like, it was so weird, it was dumb, but wasn't like Michael Myers and Laurie Strode like related? And that posed me to go into the diatribe of the Halloween timelines. And do you know of this, the Halloween timelines?
No.
And how they go?
I'm not that invested.
Okay, so
I just like some of the earlier movies.
Well, fortunately for us, the internet is a wonderful fucking place. And so they have the timelines just posted. And it's really simple. So essentially there's like 5 separate timelines when it comes to Halloween.
I remember seeing that, but I don't remember what was on it.
Okay, so the trilogy that just finished, that started in 2018, that timeline tells you to only account for the 1978 original, and everything after it does not matter. And from the 78 original, it's a direct sequel to those. So
it'd be 78, 2018,
yes.
Kills, and it ends?
Yes.
And everything in between is just bullshit.
Everything else doesn't matter. And so there's that. There's another timeline, which is called the sequel timeline. And this would be Halloween 1978, the sequel to it, Halloween 2, and then the 3 straight to VHS movies that came out in like the late 80s and 90s, which is like The Return of Michael Myers, The Curse of Michael Myers, and like Revenge of Michael Myers.
See, I don't remember those.
Yeah, so those all went straight to VHS, so no one remembers them. And then you have the water timeline, the H2O timeline. And this one tells you to only to think of the Halloween 1978 and Halloween Part 2. Everything after that, the VHS sequels, doesn't matter. And it starts 20 years after 1978. And that's the one where you get old boy from this movie is the son of Laurie Strode, and she's just chilling, and Michael Myers breaks out again. He's like, yo, I'm coming to get what's mine. But in all these timelines, they're still related, except in the new one. The new trilogy, that was where they said they're not going to be related no more. And that's the issue that I've always had, because we're pre-programmed to just think that they're brother and sister, and it makes sense. But they were like, oh, it's creepier if they're not related and he's just obsessed with her. And I thought that was kind of like strange. Aside from that, you got Halloween 3, which is like a standalone movie. They call that the anthology timeline because at that time there were a lot of slasher movies, and they were like, we don't want to do another slasher movie. So let's retire Michael Myers. The movie didn't do well, so they're like, fuck it, we got to bring him back. And then, of course, you got the Rob Zombie movies, which is a reboot. So that's 2 movies from Rob Zombie, which I think the original, that reboot, the first one he did, I think it gets a bad rap. I actually do like that one a lot. It's pretty dope, kind of violent and shit. But yeah, so that's essentially what you have out there. And it's not hard to weed through or whatnot, especially if you got one of these. I'm
going to have to check these out.
I think most of them are on. They're somewhere out there. They might be on like HBO Max.
H2O's with Busta Rhymes, right?
That's Halloween Resurrection. That's the next one.
Okay.
H2O has LL Cool J in it. Shout out to him. He's 2-0 in horror movies. because he survives in H2O, and then he comes back and survives in Deep Blue Sea.
Deep
My
Blue
nigga,
Sea.
deepest, bluest, my hat is like a shark's fin.
That nigga Samuel L. Jackson got munched.
Yeah.
He said, he ate me. A fucking shark ate me. Drink, bitch. Oh, man.
Drink up. But yeah, so that's the diatribe right there. You can find that easily online if you just Google it. But all I'm saying is Halloween ends. Waste of time. Waste of money. Watch something else if you want to, people.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably check it on Peacock. I was going to go to the movies to see it just
Cat.
because it was a little time waster, but now I'm seeing that it's for sure like a time waster.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but good things about the Terrifier. I heard that shit is terrifying.
Yeah.
So I want to check that out. Unfortunately, tonight is the last night that it's going to be playing in theaters. And then I think it might go streaming after this. I don't know.
Okay.
But it got like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes or some shit like that. I don't know. Let me double check that.
It's spooky.
Let me double check my facts. And how long is it? Like, when did Rotten Tomatoes become like the...
I think Rotten Tomatoes has been around for like well over 20 years. It just didn't mean shit until like the last like 10. I want to say.
Every time like some shit is you check Rotten Tomatoes.
So here's the thing. I don't really abide by Rotten Tomatoes because it's easy to skew the measurements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a lot of people who live and die by Rotten Tomatoes.
You know what else I heard was good? That movie X with it has Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
That's on that's on that Thriller app or what? I don't have it. The Shudder. There we go.
Shudder.
There's like Shudder's like Netflix but only horror movies.
But see, I heard they did like 3 of them. So they did X, and then they have one that's like a follow-up to that, and then they did one recently.
That's like a prequel.
But it's funny because I think they said that they've all been released like within the year. So this is like the first time like a trilogy has been released like within the year.
Yeah.
So that's fucking crazy if it is. Hold on, let me try to find this shit. Rotten Tomatoes.
No, that's cool. I want to get that. I probably need to invest in like Shudder. It's just outside of October, I'm not seeking horror movies that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just like if they pop up.
I'm not one of those people who like horror movies. I love them. I'm gonna decorate my house like them, and you know what I'm saying. But I'm also, with that being said, I'm not one of those people like, I hate horror movies. Why would you watch that?
It got an 89
Damn.
audience score and 86 tomato meter.
Okay.
It looks fucking creepy though.
Yeah.
Even like the dude by himself, like in the first one. Have you seen the first one?
No, I never saw the first one. I just seen the cover of it and was
Well,
like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, watch the first one if you get a chance.
Looks.
I mean, if you like, because some people fucking hate clowns.
Yeah, I've told you this already. I don't like clowns at all.
Yo, did you see? You want to talk about new trailers?
Yeah, let's go into it.
Okay.
New trailers out. Creed 3. Boom.
Yeah.
Fire.
Looks dope. So whenever they had dropped the posters for Creed 3, I'm reading the captions, and it's like sometimes you can't run from your past or whatever. Like that was like the thing, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what if it's like homie that he got into the fight with at the thing in the beginning of the first
detention
one?
Center, yeah.
Yeah, detention. I'm like, well, he whooped that nigga's ass, and it's like this nigga held a grudge that whole time. But then the trailer dropped today,
and you find out who it was.
You find out it's one of his old friends that was with him in the detention center, right?
I had seen like it was a reel that was on YouTube, and like somebody made it like a week ago when those posters came out, and that was his theory. He was like, if you remember in Creed 1, he's fighting in the detention center. Yeah. This might be who Jonathan Major's character is. And then it was also like he could also be the son of Clubber Lang, which was Mr. T's character in Rocky 3. And I mean, I was like, you kind of going a little bit OD if you're doing the son of in back-to-back movies. So it's pretty cool that he has like his own storyline. But yeah, with the trailer releasing with it, shit look fire, dog.
And Jonathan Majors, that nigga looks fucking huge, bro.
He's a brolic motherfucker, man.
I wonder what their workout regimen was. That shit...
I'll send it to you because the fucking Men's Health thing came on YouTube, and it like shows his training regimen, and I like peeped it and was like, okay.
So this is Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut.
Yep, he's directing it, but I think like Coogler and them are all like producing and helping.
Ryan Coogler is still attached, so that's good because Ryan Coogler wasn't attached to the last one.
Yeah, and Sylvester wanted to do it himself.
And the last one was okay,
but it wasn't Creed.
You know what
I'm saying? And this one gets back to like the story. You could tell Sylvester Stallone's like like directing style.
Yeah.
It's pretty evident. Like of course he goes back to the Drago and shit like that. Heavy cues of
Ooh.
like America and Russia and shit.
No, he didn't direct that one.
He didn't?
Stephen Cable Jr., the black director.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
It does feel very.
It feels very
Stallone,
Sylvester. I always thought he did direct it, or that he's like a producer or something. He had like a lot of push on the second movie. I thought
this dude's directing a new Transformers.
oh god, they're still making those.
Yeah.
We gotta quit.
I mean, he's not a bad director.
I mean, it's just
Creed 2. Creed 2 was okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just not Creed 1. That's it.
Yeah. There was a trailer that I had seen the other day, and it was. Hold on, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's something that's releasing on HBO Max. Have you seen this? A Christmas Story.
I was actually gonna send that to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing a sequel to A Christmas Story. That's pretty cool. Christmas Story. If you're a kid and you grew up in America, I mean, anytime in the 90s or whatnot, you know that TBS and TNT on Christmas Eve night would show A Christmas Story nonstop until like 10 in the morning or I think it was all the way through Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
So you just watch that like 4 or 5 times and then it's time for you to open gifts and shit like that. So I mean, that movie's like etched in my memory of it and shit. But I'm interested to see what this is about because apparently it's Ralphie, right? But I'm assuming he's older.
Yeah. It says it follows Ralphie, now an adult who returns to the house on Cleveland Street to give his kids a magical Christmas like the one he had as a child, reconnecting with childhood friends and reconciling the passing of his old man.
So it's got to take place in the 80s since the original takes place in like the 50s or something like that, I want to say, right? We can assume that.
I don't know. It looks pretty fresh. But they got Farkas back.
Fucking Farkas.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. I'm excited to see this. I sent this shit to my dad because my dad's he likes a Christmas.
Yeah, didn't you get him like an ornament last year?
The little
the leg?
I bought him the leg lamp for Christmas.
My nigga.
He's outside. He put his shit in his man cave.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So those are the two like notable ones that I've seen. I haven't really seen anything else that's coming out that looks.
Yeah, Christmas Story, great movie, love it. They don't make Christmas movies like that anymore. Let's just go. And
you know what I've realized? There's not really like a Thanksgiving like song or like movie.
No, I think we talked about this last year. They just skip Thanksgiving. They're like, fuck Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time.
That's so weird.
Oh shit, I forgot she's won.
Oh,
forgot about that.
Did they turn her or is she?
Yeah, she's turned. She's got the fucking worms, bro. Damn. She's got them in her, bro.
Oh, have you seen the trailer for that movie Megan?
Oh, yes. That's what I was gonna say. So the scene in that trailer where that doll is dancing, I like made my girl watch it because it reminds me of her cousin. It looks just like her.
Damn. I like the take on it though.
Female Chucky.
Yeah.
I know like when that trailer dropped, everybody was like they're like tagging they're like, yo, Annabelle, your time's up, bitch.
Yeah.
He's like, Annabelle, you got 1 hour to respond and shit. Oh, it was funny. I thought we were having a conversation.
See, they got some shit on here. Scream sequel. You know they got a Matilda musical coming out. I think it's to Netflix or some shit.
Yeah, it's like it's not a sequel. I think it's like a reboot. But I think like
but they brought back the
girl, the original girl. They brought her back, but I think another girl is playing Matilda.
They brought back the principal or the
strong lady.
Yeah,
she's in it too.
I'm like, damn, she old.
Yeah, I mean they're all old now, bro. You got to think about it.
That shit crazy. I didn't think she would still be kicking though. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up, bro.
She was kind of old then.
I mean,
you ever go back and like watch movies and like, yeah, I bet that motherfucker's been gone for a minute.
Yeah. Actually, there's somebody that happened to me for. I can't think of the guy. I'll have to tell it to you after the pod. But you remember I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah.
There's an old black guy in it. I can't think of any other movies he's in. But I don't know, randomly I was just like thinking like, man, that nigga dead. because he was like he's like 60 in that when that movie came out. He was like 70 when that movie came out.
But
like I looked him up and he was like still alive. I was like, what?
But it's weird because I Still Know What You Did?
Yeah, it's a sequel. Because
Was it the dude from Candyman?
I think so. I just remember they were like, "What's the capital of Brazil?" And he's like, "Brasilia." Forgot his fucking name, but he was old as shit way back in the day.
Not Mekhi Phifer.
Nah, it ain't him.
Bill Cobbs?
Is that him?
This dude?
Click him. I think that's him. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he's still kicking, right?
I know. That's crazy. Do you see a death date on that?
Nah.
We can't be killing people, by the way. Sorry about that.
Hey,
but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was just like, yo,
his birthday is the day before mine. 1934. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was old as shit in that movie, and it's like he's still like doing this shit.
You think about Samuel L. Jackson or Morgan Freeman, like them niggas is old.
Morgan Freeman's God. He'll never die.
Yeah,
you know? He's just God in the human body.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Freeman.
Morgan.
This dude's about to come out with some new movies.
What?
Yeah, Oz the Great and Powerful 2. He's Master Tinker.
This.
How
is this man still in movies?
He's been in some shit recently too. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What?
A TV series.
I never watched it, but yeah, that makes sense. Another one, Jamie Foxx's uncle on the Jamie Foxx show. He's another one where I'm just like, whoa, he's still alive?
I forgot that dude's
Holy
name.
shit.
Let's look this up real quick. That came out in 96.
Oh, hold up.
Garrett Morris. Uncle Junior.
Uncle Junior.
Yeah, he's still kicking.
Damn. Hey, we're not trying to kill people. We don't wish that evil on nobody. We're just shocked. It's always shocking when someone when you first get introduced to them is an elderly character or elderly person, and you find out that almost 30 years later, they're still doing it big. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that. He was in Ant-Man.
He was. Oh, shit,
He was a cab driver.
Fuck, man, that's crazy.
He's been in some other shit, too, recently. Yeah, he's still doing his shit. Shout out to him.
That's what's up, man. It's good to see them still working. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So if you're for the audio listeners right now, we got the laptop pulled up and we're going through here, checking it out, seeing what's going on with these elderly figures that we remember in our life. Hey, is Eddie Winslow still alive? Is the dad from Family Matters still alive?
No, I think Carl's gone.
Carl Winslow passed away too, so we lost Carl Winslow and Uncle Phil last decade.
I think so.
Damn.
Let's see. Reginald Vale Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's still kicking.
Oh, you killed somebody, you fucker.
See, I thought I could have sworn.
Reggie Vale Johnson. You either know him from Family Matters or fucking Die Hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Call of Duty. remember those? Oh man. Eddie Winslow. You know who I used to say looked like Eddie Winslow? Zach Randolph.
Yeah. No, he do.
Yeah.
He do though.
Darius McCrary. Yeah, he's still doing his thing. 1976, bro.
Damn. Popped. There you go. Cute teacher. Cute principal dad.
She used to look good back in the day. She's not doing too well right now.
I mean, she's doing well. She's just 20, almost 30 years older, bro.
She aged very well.
You know what I'm saying?
But, you know.
That's the worst when that happens. There's actually, there's the female cop in Rush Hour who's like talking shit to Chris Tucker.
Was it Rosalind Sanchez?
I don't remember her name, but she was cute in Rush Hour with her little 90s short pixie haircut. And then like I looked her up and like saw that she like passed away, and I was just like, oh
shit, she did?
Yeah. Like passed away, but she like gotten older and shit. And I was like, oh man.
That's wild. You know though, like a lot of people be like some of these actors, they be battling shit nobody even know.
Yeah.
They having like cancer and shit.
Fuck yeah.
So
I mean, they probably don't want nobody in their business, man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they murked the shit out of her. Shot her in the head and threw all the salt on her.
What was her name?
I forgot her name, bro.
Johnson, right?
I think so, yeah. Johnson. She like just passed away too, right?
Oh no, she passed away in 2014.
Holy shit, she been gone. Man, my bad. I didn't know that.
She was 55.
R.I.P. Very young still.
That's wild.
Very young still. I know another one that I know like she's not gone, but Rosie Perez always has a place in my heart. I don't know why.
I think she's still kind of bad though.
She's lovely, quite nice. You know what I'm saying?
You got these motherfuckers.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah, Rosie Perez still a little baddie.
Yeah. Don't stalk her on here, bro. Come on, we gotta quit stalking elderly women, bro. You gotta relax, man.
Trying to see.
I am a taken gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
I
I can't be, out here doing all this stalking not on camera, of course.
Trying to see what movies she about to come out in.
Hopefully a pineapple.
Oh, she was in Birds of Prey. I forgot about that.
Oh shit, she was.
Damn. God. See, we done went off on this whole thing. Rosie Perez, if you're out there, my number is 210-32. Never mind. I posted on the page. Actually, it's all public.
Sorry, we're just stalling because we don't have nothing from Music Corner, guys. So you just listen to us banter about these elderly women
that
now.
It's some
mature women that we found attractive when we were younger.
Some of them have maintained their looks.
Yeah.
Up, into our older age, so that's good. But we do have something from Music Corner. We had a festival here just recently up in Austin, about an hour away, ACL, and I heard it was a pretty dope experience. I heard that Red Hot Chili Peppers were fucking killing it, and that's one thing that I wish I would have got to see. But that's my take on ACL. I'm not really into like festivals and shit anymore. I just feel like as I get older, I'm not about being in fucking crowds that thick anymore. But
Hey man, some people like it. Some people, I'm not a festival guy. Just, do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the advent of technology, and you can enjoy a festival from the comfort of your home. Unfortunately, it's like I said, when I watched Tyler do his set at Lollapalooza last year, and I just had the speakers, my sound bar up. It was fucking nice.
Jamming.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, all the intricacies of the festival with good angles. And I don't have to fucking, have people stepping on me and sweating on me. Cool. I like it.
But I will say one thing before we get out of here. Make South by Southwest great again.
Yes.
Please. Bring
South
back all the
by
dope shit.
Southwest great. Stop overcharging motherfuckers for
a badge that we can't even use to get in nowhere because it's all packed nut to butt. But, shit, on that note, we're going to get up out of here. So we will catch y'all next time. We'll see y'all in about 2 weeks.
All right.
Y'all take it easy.
Later.
Peace.